Hello friends. Many have asked this doubt about how to write mains answer and how to approach a paper, how to complete the paper, and many other doubts about mains answer writing. And hence that is why we have started this program called as Acumen. Last time we had started the same program and we had gotten overwhelming response for that. And similarly, this year also we are planning to start. And we are this time what we are planning is we are planning to complete the whole syllabus. So by the time the mains comes, we should be able to complete the whole syllabus. That is the point of it. But before going into the details of the Acumen program, I would like to say a few words about the anthropology optional that I am going to take. Anthropology optional, I have put the details in the Minds of Aspirant group. You can go check it. The details are clearly given. So it will be started by July 15th. So the classes will be 2 classes per week, and it will be on the Saturday and Sunday according to so that it will be managed so that you will be able to complete GS in the weekdays and your optional paper in the weekend. So that is how it is designed, and I will make a clear complete video about how and why to choose anthropology as an optional in the coming days, and I will also give the details about anthropology. Now coming to the topic of this GS answer writing and this Acumen answer writing program, or what is the concept of this program, why such a program. So everybody gives 10 tests, 15 tests, 16 tests. So when we write 16 tests, it is easier for us to clear this exam. That is what people say. But you are saying that you should have a everyday answer writing practice. What is the difference between all these things? Many would have this doubt. And the point you should note is that if you think about it, answer writing is not a one-day process. It does not happen in a single day. This is where the confusion arises. People initially, when they come to civil services examination, they try to start this answer writing because everyone says answer writing is very important, and everyone starts telling you that without answer writing, this examination cannot be cleared. But they are not saying one point. Without reading, you cannot write answer. So that is the point. I have seen, for example, many suggest this fact that even if you do not know anything, just put pen on paper, and you put the answer. You try to write 20 questions, whatever comes to your mind, write it. See, that is not how it works. That is not it works, and that does not give you a result. And for that only, for what people do is that in spite of not reading or completing the portion, they go for test batch, and in that test batch they give 20 questions. They assume that when we read that 20 question, we'll be able to write this mains well, or mains answer writing well. But there is a very important point you should note: the 20 question that you are writing in a test batch, if you think about it, it is the same as the case in the problem in preliminary examination or preliminary examination question paper. What I mean is that how much of these questions will reflect in mains, or how much of these types of question will reflect in mains. That is the first question you should ask. Second question is that the relevant, so in a sense, the relevancy of these questions, when you check it, it will be very less. And another important point is that you will not be able to complete the 20 question initially, that how it is given in mains. And that is why, see, that is why what we are proposing is one question a day, or the syllabus should be split in a micro scientific way. How it is split means it will be organically connected. Let us assume that you are studying poverty in one chapter. So you should be able to gather points 2 days ago, not 2 days ago, I think, yes, today's paper. Today's paper, if you check it, there is a critical analysis of poverty. What you should do as a person is that you should take that point. You should take that point, not only cover poverty, rather you should also cover hunger and malnutrition, which was in yesterday's newspaper. A politician had written an editorial relating to hunger and malnutrition and hunger. National Family Health Survey, he had taken this survey and he edited. So if you think about it, these two are actually related. And that is how you should study, and that is how you should take points. That is how one step a day. Yesterday malnutrition means today poverty. So when you do this, that is how you complete one particular portion of, let us assume, GS paper 3. There is poverty, there is development, there is so many inclusive growth. You will be completing a holistic pattern of that, and you will also be understanding how to write case studies when you are completing, like in this manner, that is in an organically completed fashion. And what you will do is that you will write one question a day, one compulsory question a day, UPSC standard question a day, that you will write. And there will be practice questions as well, UPSC practice questions. See, practice question means there are large number of UPSC questions. The practice question, go there. See, the point of this UPSC examination is, or the whole the treasure lies in the UPSC question. Instead of solving those questions, we just solve those questions using some book. For example, some book would have solved those questions, and you just ingest those things, and we'll go solve you some institute question paper. But how you clear this examination is by solving those UPSC questions. It is like a mathematical problem. This examination is not like you read something, you just go right. It is a mathematical problem. You solve, you understand, you gather points, you correlate, you analyze, you think, and then you put it down in the paper. The paper and pen comes at the last part. But what answer writing does, or what test batches does, is that they give you, they dump so many questions on you. How are you going to analyze any topic and write, and how are you going to complete something in a comprehensive way? If you are not going to complete something in a comprehensive and holistic way, how are we going to write it in the mains? We are going to go there just with a half-hearted effort. UPSC is an examination where these half-hearted efforts and all will not work. Complete effort, holistic effort, integrated effort, very conviction oriented effort is one time when you do that, it will happen. And that is what is this Acumen program. And one more major problem is that regular feedback will not be there here. That is why the portions will be given, the questions will be given, the practice questions will be there, you will be solving, and the feedback for the answer that you are writing will be given in 2-3 days, or within 2 to 3 days. And one more thing will be there. I will personally solve those questions as well. I'll personally come and I'll solve those GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. How to write these answers, how to structure these answers. See, people keep saying that use flow charts, use diagrams, use some graph, something like that, use data. See, using data, diagram, everything is okay. How do you do that on the day of the examination? How do you do, or how do you dynamically align these topics that I have said into the question, into the answer, into the things that you have read, into something? Or how do you, for example, when you read, see, when you are completing like this, what you will have is that you will write the answers, you will complete the portions, everything is okay. Next important thing will happen. Whenever you read something, you will know what to gain out of it. And that is why people keep asking, in paper what I have to read, in paper, newspaper what I have to read, in book what I have to read. I am taking down every point. Why you are taking down every point is that you do not know what is important in that topic. What is important in that topic, how would you know, is by completing, analyzing, solution oriented, topic wise discussion, topic wise completion, topic wise analysis. And that is how you understand, oh, this is what we should gather. And hence, when a newspaper comes, you will be able to complete it in 1 hour. And that is what will happen. This is a long term process. What we think about is a shortcut. Everything trick, shortcut. So we are a generation of video games, so cheat codes. See, UPSC is not only, I have said this so many times, UPSC is not an exam about only smart work. what has happened is that the hard work lying behind smart work is gone. So smart work is necessary, and that smart work is what this everyday answer writing challenge, everyday completion of portions, everyday collection of things. That is what is smart work. Hard work is you breaking your head with so much of question. Then what you realize is that, okay, so I have not completed anything. What I have completed, what you would have completed is the question that you would have got from the institute or the test batch. Those questions you will be prepared, but that does not give you the necessary inputs for writing examination inside the hall. Necessary inputs for the examination, how would you derive is by completing everything in a connected fashion, by completing everything in a holistic fashion, by completing and gathering points. That is the most important part. And that is why, see, many of it, last time we had one compulsory question, uh, one other question. So this time we are planning UPSC question as well. So one compulsory question that will be corrected, that you have to write, you have to complete the portion, everything. But UPSC questions will also be given. That also you should practice, and that is why that is how you will be able to write this examination. And what we had planned initially, so what we had planned initially was to start by June 22 and complete it before the 2022 mains in September. That was the plan. But what has happened is many have asked that please keep the test batch after preliminary examination result. So many had said this doubt that they are in a dilemma as to whether they should now wait for the result or things like that. I would suggest, so I would think about having it. So that is why 22, maybe after 1 week we'll start. So that is around the first week of July. So that is what I am planning. So we have, so even if we start by first week of July, we'll be able to complete it within this September 2022 mains. That is the plan. So this Acumen program, which I have defined now, and the purpose and everything, why we are conducting such a program. That is what will be started by this July first week. And anthropology, as I have already said, July 15th. So that will be the day of orientation. From July 16th, the classes will start. So if you think about it, when you are able to do this, you will be able to complete the portion, and you will be having a holistic analysis of this whole civil services examination and how it is done. So that is my offer. And but one more last question you can ask. So I have made this answer writing and I have completed the portion and everything, but I still am not able to complete 20 questions in a question paper. After all this, this question becomes valid. After all this, so you have to complete, you have to analyze, you have to gather points, you have to have a framework, you have to have so many things, you have to start building answer. Start building answer. It is not, see, it is not, you should see, it is not like somebody sitting in the head and writing the answer. No, it does not happen that way. It is a slow process, evolution. See, nothing comes in one day. There is no jump. It is an evolution. And evolution, and for example, I will share some testimonials as well. So last batch, we had conducted this in an exhaustive fashion, and we had this 2-3 batches last year. So 2-3 batches, the testimonials of the students from those batches, I will also share it in this Telegram group. You can look at it. And this whole, and one more thing they asked, and that is the point, one more thing they asked was, so I'm not able to complete this complete 20 questions. And for that, I have now what we think is that we'll give one full portion test. So whenever we are having the cycle of completion of this holistic portion of one paper, we will have one full portion test. GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, and one essay also. So this will include how to write this essay, this philosophical essay, this standard essay, whatever essay. How do you write that? This will also be integrated into this, and this will also, and I'll, for example, tell how preparation for GS paper can be useful for essay. You don't have to have a separate. That is what you would have heard. It. There is no separate preparation for essay, but how do you integrate? You should know the path of integration of this preparation and essay. You cannot just write an essay and get good scores. There needs to be an integration between all these things, and that how it is done, that will be given as well, and the questions will be given as well. So every day one question, that will be nearly the number of questions will be put, and those are compulsory questions that you have to write. And you should, and nearly 2 months, so it will be a 2 month 60-70 days program. So it is a very that is the point. So it is not like today you write, tomorrow you do not write. It is a continuous effort. This whole examination is about continuous effort with conviction and perseverance, and that is what this program is all about. That is what this Acumen GS Mains answer writing program will be about. And you can also, and this 20 question, as I said, so you will be, once you complete and then you are writing this whole portion, so you'll be having that speed. See, the only thing that you gain out, see, I've kept repeating this, the only thing somebody gains out of a test series is speed. It's not your examination. The toppers, for example, see, I don't want to have any other, this is my view, or whatever I have analyzed from this exam. When you write test batches, what you gain is not knowledge or how do you analyze, how do you know, it is speed. Okay, how do you complete 20 questions? But how do you get or how do you have a substantial amount of knowledge about one particular topic is by analyzing each topic regularly and connecting and integrating and collecting and gathering points from newspaper sources and things and putting down into one point, and then trying to write the answer, then trying to build the answer, then trying to get the feedback, then trying to check whether the answer from, for example, whether the answer reflects the model answer necessary. When you are able to do this in a feedback loop, see, your brain works in this way. When you give this feedback in a very continuous fashion, your brain keeps evolving, your answers keep evolving, you keep evolving. That is how this examination is done, and that is what is my promise for Acumen GS answer writing program. And as I said, the days I thought it will be 22 or 23 June, but the results I think will come on 22-23. So we are planning it around July first week. So July first week it will start, and the schedule will be given, and I will put the schedule after this video. So many have asked for the schedule. I'll give the framework of the schedule, how it will be covered, what are the portions it will be covered, how each question will be covered, everything I will put, and the syllabus I am putting, and I'll also put the previous, so previous year some testimonials I'll put, and previous year corrected papers I'll put, and I wish you all a very good luck for the preliminary examination result which is going to come. And my sincere thought is that if you are a person, see, last year it was 87. So if you are a person scoring above 84 to 87, that is, if you are above 84 to 87 and you belong to the general category, and subsequently you can calculate for other categories as well. So above 84, 85, 86, 87, you should start studying, and you should start with your GSN optional paper and reading newspaper. And we will and with this Acumen program we will have our best efforts for you to clear this GS mains answer writing program. And with Anthropology, I will try my best to give you all the details that are necessary for clearing this examination. It will also be for the next year as well. So it is not only going to be focused on mains 2022. Anthropology will be focused on mains 2023 as well. So this is my so many had asked so many doubts, and I wanted to make this video specifically for clarification of this program and clarification of mains answer writing. And I hope I answered most of the question. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.